Hi there everybody, it's Dale Beaumont here from Business Blueprint and welcome to our latest Business Blueprint webinar. So our special guest presenter tonight, his name is Ed Chan. All right, Ed, over to you.
G'day Dale, g'day listeners, welcome. Tonight will be mainly for small businesses. Let's get on with it. This information I'm talking to you about is of a general nature. You need to get some personal advice to see whether it's applicable to you. Don't own the shares in your company in your own name. Unfortunately, many clients go to accountants and they might have just started their business and it's not worth anything when they first start it. So the accountant says, let's start a company for you. We'll put shares in your name and your wife's name. You know, it's a $2 company. 10 years later, that business is worth $4 million. Those two shares are now worth $2 million each. They also happen to be a director in their own company. And as a director, you can get sued. And if you get sued and you've got a share that's worth $2 million, and some have their own homes in their own name, that's not good either. It's very costly to fix that up. So do all the planning up front, make sure it's set up correctly right in the beginning. It'll minimise a whole lot of costs and taxes in trying to fix it up, because to try and then move those shares that are in mum and dad name into a trust, it triggers capital gains tax and a whole lot of legal costs and so forth. So it's a very costly exercise. It's you can fix it, but it's very costly.
Okay, so someone asked the question, you know, they have, like I did, you know, at the beginning, I made this mistake until you helped me to fix it, you know, of putting the shares in my own name. I now own no shares in my own company, but my trust does. How do you fix it? When should you fix it?
You should fix it as soon as you can, because the longer you leave it, the worse it'll get. How you fix it, it just depends on the circumstances of the client, and I couldn't tell you because everybody's circumstances are completely different. But you need to go to an accountant who knows what they're doing and just to sit down and go through your situation and work out a way to do it. There's various different ways to do it. Subject to the client situation will then determine how they do it.
Okay, and with regards to the cost of setting up a family trust, is it a couple $1,000s to do, or a few hundred?
Yes, to set up a trust, you'll have a company as a trustee, so that's around $1,200-$1,400, around that kind of figure, and then the trust ranges between around $500 and $1,200, depending on what state you're in. So in New South Wales, there's a $500 stamp duty, so it adds significantly to the cost of the trust. But in South Australia, there's no stamp duty. So it just depends on which state you're in as to actual cost of the trust itself.
And I just realised we've got a few Kiwis listening as well. I'm guessing some of the same principles will apply with regards to, you know, not having shares in your own name and, you know, about, you know, your business buying commercial property, etc. So I just probably should have mentioned that, you know, up front, that even though there might be specific things that apply just to Australia or just to like the percentages, but there's the principles are going to be pretty sound across Australia and New Zealand. Is that right?
Yes, the principles are basically the same. There are differences between the two countries. For example, GST in New Zealand is a lot simpler than ours. They also have trusts that are taxed, I believe, and so there's just minor sort of things that are a little bit different, but the principle is the same. Yes.
So yeah, you'll probably maybe looking at sort of, you know, $3,000 as a sort of starting point to do the whole family trust setup. But obviously that is kind of like an expense. But if you are having a business that in the future you do hope will be worth hundreds of thousands or millions of dollars, it's a small price to pay, you know, now compared to when your company is actually worth a lot of money.
If Labor gets in, they've talked about taxing trusts like a company. So the benefits of a trust may disappear if the Labor government gets in.